Welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy Arrow, and we are on build 17 of our literary Utopia. I don't know why I picked this up, the speaker, and my brain said auditory, and I was like, that's not right. Literary Utopia. So in our last one, we cut out a lot of paper and cardstock, and then we glued a lot of stuff together, right? So we've got our little speaker here. As I show these, I'm going to move them out of the way. We've got some, that's really cool. That is like, it's hard to see. There's a little guy right there, and he's on stairs. So some, I do like that one too. Some, what am I trying to say? Some framed posters. We've got a TV. Now up here, this one says, "So do it." I did do the Google Translate. And down here it says, "So you simply have to do it." We're going to work on our table. We've got our clock, and it's a little boo-boo down here, but it's fine. It's as best it's going to get. We've got where they had 2 roses in there. I felt that bead for the vase was just simply too small, so I just put 1 rose in, but you may have 2 in yours. Little box of tissues with that little bit sticking up, looking like the next one's coming out. We've got our Ferrero Rocher that I, just the sticker, not the pieces we build. Little remote control, and then we have Indiana, Louisiana love. I think that's just like, kind of like the framed one. It's just a dude on stairs. And then I don't know what that is supposed to say. But so just some posters. So we're gonna finish working on our table. But I do need my instruction book. Whoops. Okay, so we need G1. I think that's the thicker wire. Yes, the coarse gold wire. Hold on, because I'm not organized. Let me move those. There we go. Okay. There is our, let go of everything else, please. It's our coarse, our thicker gold wire. And we need 4 pieces that are 3.5 centimeters. I love this little wire straightener. It's not like perfect, but it does help some versus what I used to do with the ruler. And then we get to try our other new tool on the ends of these. So let's get these cut. What did I say? 3.5 centimeters, 4 of them. That is awful big. Okay, well, I didn't think they were going to be, honestly, I thought they were going to be little legs. And that took almost all of that wire. We've got a tiny little bit left. All right, so now my biggest problem when we use wires as like feet for something is when you cut, it pinches them. And see now how you have just this like little tip that is going to set on the ground? That doesn't work very good. So this little thing, I don't know what it's called, but it grinds it flat. I'm hoping. Let's, oh no, it's too, the wire's too big. No, it's working. Kind of, sort of. Oh, it's grinding it. Oh, that's not what I was wanting. Oh no. I wanted it to be flat. It's just taking down the edges. Can you see that? It's taking down the edges this way. I want to see if this is soft enough. Kinda. Okay, we've got that point off. Now let's see if this will help. It's like the exact same size. It almost doesn't want to fit. Okay, so there we've got it flat. I had an edge that was much bigger than the rest. Yeah, this is like, it's about too big. But you know, that is better. Well, that one's not too bad, actually. It's better than it was. So, unfortunately, I think this is this wire's too big, and I don't even know if on other wires, smaller wires, it's going to be exactly what I wanted. But we'll try it in another time. This is a soft enough wire that we can kind of trim it up. Oh, you keep flipping over. There we go. Because in the past, I'd be like, oh, just leave it. I mean, I wouldn't even do this. And some of them are so difficult to get steady. These ones weren't that bad. That one I showed you was like the perfect one as an example though, because it was like perfectly pointed. These ones were kind of just like maybe one edge was more pointed. Okay, let's try this. Get these little shards of metal out of the way before I poke myself with them. Oh, now my fingers, my fingers jammed up from I'm gonna use this because I want a wide. We just want to arch them. Oh, that's like the perfect size. not perfectly straight, dang it. You don't have something, just anything will work. Even our benders would work. You just have to do it much, you couldn't just do it like straight down. You just have to do it slower. Okay, so then we're going to take our little table, turn it upside down. And we want to put these just corner to corner. So I'm going to use Aleene's Original Tacky Glue on the metal. Then I'm going to use a bit of my Crazy Super Glue. Mix with that glue and hold it down. Just gives it a faster, whoop, that is so not even. It just gives it a faster tacky. Oh no, that is way too close. Okay, start over. Whoop, that was too far in. Let's come here. That's better. I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about this design. I'm hoping, I'm trying to be positive that when I turn it over, it's going to be like, ta-da! Yay, we stand up perfect, but I don't know. Oh. is absolutely not really centered. We're a little down to the left, but let's give it a try. I mean, it stands and it's solid. Pretty solid. Yeah, we're not tipping over. You can definitely see the legs more. I know it's hard to see, but you can see the legs more from this side. And on this side, you can't really see them when it's setting like that. So we'll just make sure that it's turned this way to the front so you can see those front two legs. See how much closer those are? I was way off, but that's okay. Because I think if they were totally centered, you wouldn't see any of it when it's setting like this. So we get to see those. Okay, so now that that's done, on here we want to put our flower or flowers, if the case is that for you. Again, I'm going to mix my glues. Because this is so top heavy, it's going to need a lot of sticking power. There we go. Got it, got it. Okay, our little box of tissue. Our little Ferrero Rocher piece. And then our remote control. And they have it kind of sticking off the edge a little bit, which I like. Oh, stay up. Okay, so there is our little, like maybe romantic table set for a night of movies and chocolates. Maybe a little romantic comedy said movie, I don't know. Anyways, I don't do that, but there's our little table. Okay. Whew. Now guess what we get to do? I get to drink a cup of coffee. I mean, a sip of coffee. Okay. Couch. Are you guys ready for this? I don't know if I am. H17. Okay, which is in our templates. We are also going to need H19, which I know is the, okay, that's H7. H10, H26, D9. So H19 I know is our brown leather. H17 is what I call, oh, there it is, the batting, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna, then B25 and B26. Yeah, 25 is the slanted one, 26 is the solid one. They are the last two big ones. We have two small ones, but we will also need 27 and 27. Okay, B is done. This little scrap of material from the other one that fell in there. Okay. Yeah, those are exactly the same. All right, I'm going to cut out piece by piece what each little square involves instead of cutting them all, even though I'm pretty sure sofa. These are all sofa, but so we want, here we want sofa base 8.2 by 7, so this one, and sofa back 7.1 by 2.4, this one. Okay, so we're going to cut out these two. know how it goes. If you don't want to watch the boring bits of me cutting, fast forward, play me on faster speed, whatever you need to do, just be nice in the comments. I know you guys usually are. Most of you are anyways. Almost all of you are. I've only had a few not so nice comments. And I say this about the cutting because one of them was about cutting. Can't believe you wasted an hour of my life. Well, I didn't waste it, you did. Okay, there's the sofa base. See, now this has, I'm gonna glue this onto here so it stays. And then we'll cut out this one. I know a lot of you build along with me, so you're cutting out at the same time I'm cutting out. That's kind of some of the point. Or you've been doing it and you are confused maybe by the instructions, which is so easy to do, and that's how I found channels like this, and I didn't even know this kind of stuff existed till I got confused on my second build and went looking and found this community that I loved, so I wanted to join it. And here we are today, almost almost 2 years later, I think. Oh, we also need, sorry, sofa, both sides, 2.8 by 2.4. Okay, 2.8 by 2, so these two here. See, these are for the bed, so that's why I'm not cutting this off, so I can remember what these are. Who is a warm one today? Which is crazy because we're supposed to cool down into the 90s versus the 100s, and we haven't. Or at least I don't feel like we have. That's just rush. You know what? I probably saved that little strip. You never know when you might need a little strip of that batting. That was a pretty good strip. So there's a lot of waste, the way that they did. I mean, I get it, because if you're cutting out one at a time, you don't want the next one right next to it. If you're more skilled and you want to save some of it, you don't have to glue like I did the whole piece down. You can actually just hold it to the corner, cut, and then the next one, hold it to the corner, which honestly is what I usually do, except there were so many of these. See how much of that we wasted, but there were so many of these templates. If I have maybe 2 or 3, that's how I do it. But with this many templates, I was like, I'm gonna get confused and stuck and lost. I'm gonna lose pieces, so I'm being wasteful on this one, which is sad because there is a lot of brown leather. Look at all that leather that we're gonna waste. I mean, I have more brown leather in my stash, but okay, so where did my wood pieces go here? I have too many tools out. We're simply gonna glue all of these pieces on here, onto the wood. And if you have, like me, a little bit of overhang, because I obviously didn't cut straight, I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. I'd rather have it be a little short than a little over, because it can affect your material when you go to put the material on. For the sofa back. Sometimes if you cut it just at a little bit of an angle, so cut it like you're cutting into it, it will, because when you turn it over you can see what's over, and that will affect, when you put that leather, it's going to kind of be pooched there. So if you just cut it at an angle, it will cut it up a little bit and you're not overhanging. And this is the sofa base. Whoop. Okay. Now we want living room sofa base, living room sofa back, side, okay, these two, and then the living room sofa both sides, right side and left side. So these four, okay. Trying to remember, I think I've done leather with my blade before, like with my X-Acto knife, but it doesn't always want to cut all the way through, so I think that's what I did last time, and I thought, well, maybe I should just use scissors. I really don't want to undo this. And we're going to do that right side also, so I'm going to go straight across. Whoops, I cut that little corner off. That's okay. And then we need the left side here. Okay, this is all coming apart because I just took off. I mean, it's the only leather. It's not like we're gonna not know what this is, right? I'm gonna save this. It's kind of thin. There's no more on there right now. I'm gonna save this nice. It's long. It's not very thick, but it is a long piece of leather. We'll just tuck it in the stash. Might be good for like a little, you could make a seat cushion. Like you could do, I'm sure that would be plenty for like a kitchen sink or even a seat, not sink. Or even a, you know, what am I trying to say? A regular chair, not a couch, but like a regular chair in the living room. All right, so we want the backrest. And the living room sofa pillows are not used yet, so we're going to set those up there. Let's finish cutting these out correctly. Sorry, I'm just zoned out on gutting. Oh, I woke up a couple times last night, but I slept in my bed for the first time in a week. Felt so good. New pairs to come in. I have 4 new pairs of these coming in. I don't know if they're as decorative. It's hard to tell, you know, in the picture sometimes. Okay. Let's get rid of all of our scraps. All right, so now we want to take the living room sofa base, right? And we want it not on the leathery, shiny side. We want it on that back material side. And we want our sofa base. We're gonna upside down. We want that batting to go onto that material. Okay, so you just want to even it. Now, this is also Aleene's. It's just in a larger bottle. I'm going to do this because it's easier to spread this, and I don't really want it big goops. sure I center that as best I can. Right, and then center and stick it. Then we just want to stick it right up onto the edge. We're not going to wrap it. It's not going to come over. So you'll have there's probably going to be just like a little bit extra that we'll trim off, but we just want it on that wood. Come on, glue. And you want it nice and tight. So I just kind of rub around and then I just roll it up. Sorry. I'm going to use the desk to help hold that since it's long, and if I get it gaps in it because I'm holding kind of here or here or here, and I don't want gaps, so just use that desk, that hard surface to help you. Hey, I'm all for using whatever you got. Now these corners we're gonna trim up, but we want them as close as you can. I'm just going to roll that up there. Oh, did we have full coverage? I'm not sure if this corner down here is fully covered. We'll see. Well, that'll be the back anyway. No, that's the front. Dang. I'm hoping it's covered. Tiniest little bit here. Try to push some of it down. We're right on the line. I mean, yeah, that was close. We have some extra over here. I just didn't get it centered perfect. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be on the bottom, so. All right, now we're just going to. Now, don't cut too close because you don't want it to gap open. There we go. So make sure they're pinched together. And then don't lay your scissors on here. Like, don't lay them flat. Lift them up just a little bit. Because you can always go back in and trim a little bit more if you need to. And then we're going to trim up from the bottom. Here's where you lay your scissors on the wood. Don't actually need to trim those two sides because they're right there. Okay. So that is our bottom. And then we're going to do the same thing, exact same thing for these other three. Oh, this is I was like, what, huh? This is going all the way around. Okay, back side. This is the back side. They give you the breakdown for this one, like how to do it step by step, and then the rest they just say fabricate in the same way, and they're all three done. No, it does give us a little bit of this one. Okay, so it said this is the back part. No, we're gonna put that batting down on the part where the sides are. So on this bigger piece. So we kind of want it right at those edges. We need enough to go up. So if I were to do this again, I would definitely overcut my leather pieces. I would give them a little bit of extra room. For edges, because those are like almost spot on. I mean, which is cool, but we have the extra leather, right? They gave us the bigger pieces. They should have just let us cut a little bit bigger and then trim a little bit more. But, you know, that's fine. So I'm going to go on that back. I'm not going to just go all the way over. I'm going to go on the edge, because then I'm going to put my, whoop. Oh no, no, no. Look. Well, this is the back, but look, it's we're right on here. That's that little corner I overcut. But look, we don't quite. Okay, well, I mean, not a whole lot I can do. Grr. Yeah. If you haven't cut your pieces, that's why I always say watch me first and then do your build, or at least watch a second till I get something completed and I'm happy with it, and then you can, because if you haven't cut your leather yet, overcut your leather just a little bit, just to give yourself a little bit of extra room. See, these edges have plenty, but these sides don't. I mean, the sides have plenty, the over here doesn't. We're waiting for glue to dry. So that's what we do here, right? If you guys are new and you haven't heard, I made my own song. Well, it is my lyrics. All my songs are my lyrics. But I do use AI to sing and generate the music because I'm not musically inclined at all. I just can write lyrics sometimes. But I created one called Glue Dreams and another one called Cutting Along Life's Dotted Lines. Glue Dreams is specific, like, lyrically for building miniatures. I mean, really. Cutting along life's dotted lines can be about, you know, general life in general, or it can be about cutting paper. But I kind of made it more generally overall. But go to my playlist. It's a ways down because they're much older. It's my music. It's got a blue sky background for the thumbnail. Check them out. They're pretty cool. I like them. I like them a lot. We're at almost 50. We're gonna get the couch done. We're not gonna get pillows done today, but or the lighting, but we're gonna get the couch done because I'm gonna make sure. So next time we'll do pillows and lights, and then walls. I guess we're doing walls. Living room window, dining table window. So okay, windows. Stay, please. You just do not want to stay. Still have a little bit of super glue on my finger from yesterday, but putting that rubbing alcohol on it really helped, because usually I stay sticky for a while. It took all the stickiness away. It just, I didn't scrub off my fingers last night. I was too tired. Come on, would you please stick? I know, see, I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient. It's not, I was doing it fine on the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to trim up. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to trim up that corner. And trim up this. Well, I think I'm going to hold off on that till I get this side laid down. Did I just not glue this side very good, or what happened? These edges are like, nope, not gonna participate today. Not gonna work with you here. Now we're going to put this top down. Yeah, see this back corner right here is, that's okay, that's okay. Now I can trim up those corners. trim off this front edge. So that's our seat. See, this is going to be underneath anyways. You're not going to see that. That's fine. That took forever. Sorry. I mean, can't really do more than faster than I can do. So we're going to do our side. These are our arms. Going to go again in the bigger, whoop, stuck my finger in there. The batting down in the bigger section. I'm going to make sure. This barely fits. Jeez, why couldn't they give us some slack? It's like, I swear, it's like they measure for the board, but they forget about the batting. Look how much extra that batting puts in there, right? I mean, you can smash the batting a little bit, you know, if you really smashed it down, and you're not gonna have any cushion. That's okay, you can smash it down. But it's like they forget about that part, I swear. The sides have tons of room. And these are not perfectly square, the wood pieces, so they're going long ways. From side to side, long ways from side to side. Took my sides off. I know, be patient. No, I'm not. I'm so not patient. It's funny, I get that comment so much, like, oh, you have the patience of a saint. Like, I've heard that so many times. I'm like, really? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm like, so rushed because I just want to get to the next part. We're going to go over an hour, but I'm finishing this. I'm going to finish this couch. Come on, stay put, would you please? got glue on there. Now this will be the bottom, so we're almost covered, but that's fine. Or we'll put this on the back inside. Try not to get glue on your leather if you can avoid it. I just keep getting glue. More and more spots. Okay. One more time, guys. I almost threw the leather away instead of the paper. One more time. I think you just kind of go like right to that edge. Or not. See that? Just do the best you can. There's tons extra on the sides. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the excess because that's what causes them to, when I put the front on, it's what causes that corner to push them off. Waiting for glue to dry. Ugh. Nope. Please just stay where I put you. Okay, last piece here. Oh, I just pulled down that side that I worked so hard to get to stay. Yeah, we're not matching up. But that, like I said, it'll be on the back, bottom, inside, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So now this is the base. This is the back. We want this on the bottom. So this is going to overhang a little bit because then we're going to put, you know, like this, long ways here to match up there. So that's going to touch on here and on the back here. And you want those fluffy sides, the sides with the batting, all facing in. Right? No, on the arms, the batting. Wait. The batting is all on the outside, you guys. That's kind of weird. I gotta admit, kind of weird. So that fluffy side's all going to be on the outside pieces, except the bottom, and that's on the top. Okay, so I'm going to put our A-leans along the back here, and then because I am way too impatient at this point, I'm going to do some super glue. That A-leans will dry clear, but I don't know how it'll set on that leather. So the sides that didn't match are going to be on the inside. There. Oh, I wanted a little bit up the back here to hold that corner. Oh, see, my one corner I didn't get like really good right there, and you can see it. You can just, oh well. Oh well. I was so proud of my corners until that one. I was like, oh, well, there, just one. But yeah, and it's going to be on the back. But no, it's right in the front. Oh. then we need 4 of the F14s, which are the little dark brown flower pots. I flip this upside down, put these large side onto the wood. In the 4 corners. Whoop. So what happened was I pushed down a little too hard and it pushed that bottom piece down a little bit, and I don't want it to cave in. Just put these on the outside bits. I think I've done at least 1, maybe 2 other leather couches. And I'll admit, I think this is, even though I have that one little corner, I think this is probably one of my best couches. Even though we had some issues with coverage and stuff, but oh no. It's probably, oh, come on, what are you doing? Now that I say that, I'm destroying it now. So there we go. We have our brown leather couch. It's weird that the padding is all on the outside. That's really weird. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. But usually, I mean, we're going to fill this with pillows. We've got like 4 pillows and a throw blanket. We're going to put all in here, and it shows that it pretty much takes up the whole thing. So you won't really see it. So maybe that's why, because you won't actually see that it's flat and that these are kind of puffy. So you just get the puffy effect. Plus, it doesn't, I'm just trying to look at the front picture. So I just thought of something. Yeah, so when we look into our thing, we're going to see the back of this couch. It's up in the front corner. So you're actually going to see the back side. You're going to see this view. So, okay, I get now why they put the puffy, the batting on the outside, because you're not going to see in here. You're only going to see, I mean, unless you look over top, but from the front view, you're going to see this. Why is that in though? Looks like it's at a weird angle. Quit moving stuff, Missy. Okay. Put your hands away, Missy. Take your hands off. Okay, well, we've got a little coffee table and we've got a little couch done. So if you guys are still here, wow, kudos to you, and thank you, immensely thank you to you. I really do appreciate it. I know I go on and on. Sometimes I take way too long, but you know, it is what it is. Miniatures take time, and we are here for all of it, right? At least I am. You guys can, I appreciate you being here. I really do. So thank you so much. This is, next time we're going to do pillows. That may take the whole time. I don't know. Although I do use the double-sided tape. Pillow and light. Let's shoot for that, right? Pillows, I should say. All right, guys, thanks so much. Really, honestly do appreciate you guys. And I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.